Ex-Bethelite here. Just real quick, because I'm about to go in the house and eat these tacos right here. That and my battery's low on my phone, so I gotta make this quick. But I was talking to a friend, and they were kind of discussing how they felt the Jehovah's Witnesses were organized, just very organized. Like, how are they so organized if they're not a good organization? And sometimes people who are kind of born and raised in the Jehovah's Witness organization kind of lose sight on what actual churches do oftentimes. So you're talking about uh, a religion that doesn't really do anything. What are they organized to do? For example, if you go to your, just a church, a local church, a Catholic church, a Baptist church, they probably are organizing youth activities, bingo, what have you. Uh, they have food drives for the homeless. Some of these churches are actually operating entire other facilities, uh, feeding the homeless, all kinds of different things like that. That takes organization. They've got prayer groups, they've got all kinds of stuff. All that stuff takes organization because somebody has got to oversee all this stuff and make sure it happens. And some of these churches, on top of all that, actually do door to door. Jehovah's Witnesses, on the other hand, it's like, who needs to do anything for the community? Who needs to be cleaning up parks, doing anything for the homeless? Who cares about youth activities? Who cares about running hospitals and homeless shelters? We're just gonna go door to door. We're just gonna get in our cars, go to a particular area, and just start knocking on doors. Wow, you know what I mean? Like, oh my goodness, we just can't see how you could possibly do that. Just about any church I know of, if that's like, okay, that's all we have to do, all we have to do is get in the car, go around knocking on doors, talking about, and just really be handing out magazines and whatnot. That's all we have to do. Like, I mean, I understand that they meet together and they discuss religious literature. But really? That's it? You don't have to do anything else? I mean, you got people some of these churches make announcements for people who are homesick, and they cook things for them and bring them to their homes and all this other stuff. They don't do any of that. So how are they organized? In what way are they more organized than anybody else? They meet together for an assembly. Okay. Other churches can meet together. Some churches are big enough, they have here a CLC, I believe is Christian Life Center. This regular church is a church. It's not a convention. It's a church, and it's the same size. It's about as big as a JW. I want to say around district convention type size. I think it's bigger than like a circuit assembly. But that's their regular church. That's their regular services are that big. So a JW gets a convention together, and a witness that's born and raised witness and never really seen any actual Christian activity. They're like, wow. You know what I mean? We pass out watchtowers. Wow, that just is amazing to us because we ain't never seen nothing else. So I disagree that JWs are organized and their kingdom halls. Some of them are kind of cute, but others look like really big mobile homes or garages. So building something like that is not amazing or is going to wow anybody from any other church, because the as far as the building structure, it doesn't get any more plain than that. And so that I'm just marking everything off the list of things that you could say, well, they're really organized and really impressive for. And then as far, just one other thing I'll touch on, because I got to eat these tacos here. They need eating. The Christian thing. You could say somebody that just believes Jesus existed is a Christian, but I think that's kind of setting the bar kind of low. Our Jehovah's Witnesses Christian, is a person Christian that doesn't do anything for the community. Sure, they may not curse, they may not cause issues at work or at school, but general people that don't even go to church, don't curse and are nice people and don't cause issues at work, at school, or in the community. You don't have to be Christian to do that. So, if they're not doing anything for the homeless, they're not, Jesus was healing the sick and all this other stuff, they don't do anything for anybody. How are they following that example? You know what I mean? They just go door to door and try to expand and get more members. Corporations that aren't even religious do that. Try to expand and advertise and get more members. What are they doing that's Christian? You know what I mean? That stands out different. I don't know. They shun a lot of people and they go over religious literature at their meetings. I mean, what? Wow. You know what I mean? It's just not all that. They're just not all that. So I don't think it's Christian. And the primary reason is, hadn't talked to my stepdad. I made a video about that. I didn't even recognize the guy. Just about everybody in my family that's in that religion, just about everybody that's in my family. I have to take my mother out of that category. But everybody else that I can think of, people that I grew up in the same house with, my younger sister, you don't even speak. Like, I'll send them a text message, give them my phone number. I know I'm never going to get a phone call. You know what I mean? It's just, how can the family, the basic core structure of society, not even be important to a quote-unquote Christian? You know what I mean? So, granted, these are not all people I still live in the same home with, but you still, a Christian is not a person who doesn't do anything for the community and don't really keep up with their direct family. I'm not even talking about cousins and everything. I haven't heard from any cousins or anything, and who knows how long, and they're in that religion. So nothing for the community, don't keep up with family, shun you and just drop you in a heartbeat. There was one person that's talking about, if you're DF, don't even be on my Facebook because I might accidentally read a post you send. I mean, that's not Christian, that's not loving, that's not doing something for somebody, it's just being cruel. You know what I mean? I could start kicking people off my Facebook. Does that make me a Christian now, or somehow better than anybody else that's a Christian because I can kick people off my Facebook? That stuff is not hard. It's difficult to be loving and understanding and to look past differences and imperfections and help people. That's what's hard. Just saying, oh, you did that, get out of my sight, I don't want to see you, I don't want to talk to you anymore. That's not hard. You didn't do anything. That's about it for my rant right now. About to go eat these tacos. Ex-Bethelite signing out.